The time was 4:12 a.m. The school compound was silent, save for the chirping of crickets and the occasional bark from the security dog. The girls' hostess stood tall, innocent in the distance, completely unaware of the secrets being dragged through the back fence. "Chai, Ngozi, hurry now," whispered Sade. Her body bent low as she tiptoed through the bush. "I dey come, abeg," Ngozi replied, holding up her short skirts to stop you from catching thorns. "You no see say my shoe don cut." "Who send you wear settle to the club?" Amaka hissed behind them. "Abeg make we no waste time. Security go pass this place." 4 girls, mini skirts, wigs slightly off, eyelashes one corner. They smelled of sweat, cheap perfume, and night adventures. They had just returned from the popular Sweet 16 club in town, a place full of campus boys, fake drinks, and loud music. The plan was simple: strike out by 10 p.m., be back by 4 a.m. Use the broken side of the hostel fence, the one behind the mango tree. Shower quickly, act like you have been sleeping, wake up by 6 a.m. for morning prep. But tonight, they partied too hard. Ngozi had danced so much her wig fell off. Sade had kissed one guy she couldn't even remember. Amaka drank to the point she puked in the club's toilet. And Bukola, the one with sense, was the only one still alert enough to hear a sound. Wait, Bukola whispered. "I hear footsteps." Everybody froze. They croaked near the fence behind the mango tree, eyes darting around. But it was just the wind. "Abeg, Joe," Sade stood up. "Let's enter. The matron go soon wake." The girls tiptoed into the hostel, careful not to let their heels click against the tiled corridor. They slipped into room 8, dropped their party bags under the bunks, and crawled under their bedsheets. Morning prep bell rang 2 hours later. "Una no dey go prep?" Their bunkmate Ayo asked as she tied her headscarf. "I have cramps," Amaka mumbled. "Same here," Ngozi said. But Bukola said nothing. She had perfected the art of skipping prep with style. Just cover yourself properly and snore with confidence. These girls were once normal. They came into Unity Girls' School, Enugu, with jam dreams and WAEC targets. First term, Sade wanted to be a lawyer. Ngozi talked about studying medicine in UNN. Amaka had plans for fashion school. Bukola, the sharp one, wanted to enter UI with the best results in her family. But by second term SS2, things changed. First, one boy from the nearby boys' school started sneaking love notes. Then came the Facebook messages and sugar boys. Then club invites. Then makeup. And then again lies. At first, it was just, let's attend one party only. Then 2. Then every weekend. Before long, they were queens of Friday night. Their classmates noticed. "Those girls just they form hot girls now," Titi said, standing outside the class. "I even hear say Amaka they smoke shisha," added Chika. Ayo shook her head. "All these girls fine. That fine girl no they last, so make una watch." But nobody stopped them. Even when Mrs. Okonkwo, their economics teacher, asked Ngozi a simple question in class, and she couldn't answer, no one said anything. "Ngozi, what is opportunity cost?" Mrs. Okonkwo asked. Ma, it's the money that she stammered." The class laughed. Mrs. Okonkwo didn't. "See your mates preparing for JAMB and their WAEC. You're here wearing lashes like peacock. Continue." The girls laughed about it later. "Who opportunity cost help?" Sade joked. Let's see if that opportunity cost will buy her makeup bag. Amaka added. They called themselves the Hot Four. Their room in the hostel became a mini salon and fashion studio. Girls would come to borrow makeup, clothes, even get lessons on how to text boys. But underneath the glitter was confusion. Confusion they were too proud to admit. See this flyer, Amaka said on Tuesday evening, waving her phone. New club opening this Friday. Free drinks for ladies before 12. We dey go, Sade said. But how we go escape again, Bukola asked. Simple. You know the hostel kitchen window? It doesn't have a lock. We passed through there this time. Ngozi laughed. We go turn ghost soon with all this waka. And they all laughed. Meanwhile, their notes were blank. Past questions untouched. Teachers had stopped bothering to call them in class. Even the principal, Mr. Adarin, had heard whispers. But there were no evidence. And besides, there were girls. He assumed girls didn't misbehave the way boys did. Until one night. It was mock exams week. Other girls were revising their WAEC past questions. The Hot Four were watching TikToks and discussing lipstick shades. Ngozi looked up suddenly. You people, what if we fail WAEC? Silent. For real, she continued. I didn't even write anything for geography today. Abeg, relax, Sade said. Me, I plan to sort that one. Sort? With what money? Bukola asked. My boyfriend now, Sade shrugged. He dey do runs. He go settle the invigilator. Bukola sighed. She had been thinking of her elder sister who failed WAEC 2 years ago. That girl now sold onions in the market. The boys that used to toast her were gone. Ngozi spoke again, voice lower than time. And what if one of us gets pregnant? That one hit hard. Nobody answered. They all remembered what happened to Chioma last year, a girl from the senior class who tried to abort and nearly died. She never came back to school. Amaka brushed it off. Abeg, I dey use protection. Me too, Sade replied. Bukola didn't even reply. She had missed her period for the 2nd month now. Tension buzzed through the entire school compound. SS3 girls clustered in corners, with phones, refreshing the results portal over and over. Girls screamed, some cried, some knelt in gratitude, but room 8 was quiet. Bukola sat at her bunk, opened her phone in her hand, screen still loading. Sade paced the room. Wetin dey delay this network now? Make Neko people no use me joke. Ngozi chewed on her nail. I swear, if I fail this thing, my mommy go send me go village. Amaka sat, cross-legged, trying to act unbothered. If this one no click, I go rewrite. Simple. Bukola's results finally loaded. She stared at it and stared. English, 6s. Maths, F9. Biology, F9. Chemistry, F9. Physics, F9. Agric, F9. Marketing, C5 and Civic, F9. Her chest sank. She quietly dropped the phone. No one asked her anything. Sade's phone buzzed next. She screamed, Yes, I passed English and CRS. At least now 2 credits. God is good. Ngozi checked hers. I no believe this. 3 Fs. The rest, all Ds and Es. No single credit. Amaka's voice cracked as she read hers aloud. I no come past any science subject. Even comments, how? There was silence again. Bukola stood up and went outside. Her hands were shaking. She sat under the mango tree by the broken fence. That fence used to be their escape route. Now it felt like a symbol of all the things they had run away from. She opened her period tracker again. Still read, 59 days late. She knew what it meant. She just had been praying it was stress. But stress doesn't kick in your stomach or make your breast swell. She sent one message. Can I get a test kit? Parents started coming to school the next day. Sade's mom arrived first. Light-skinned, high heels and gold bangles. I told you, Sade. I warned you. This your useless shakara will not end well. 2 credits. Are you a mechanic? Mommy, I don't try now. Shut up. And what about jump? 157? What are you going to study with that? Catherine? Bukola's mom came later. She didn't speak much. She just sat and cried. Ngozi's father didn't cry. He beat her mercilessly right there in front of the principal's office. It took 3 teachers to stop him. You disgrace me from this town, he shouted. So after all the money I sent, now boys you go they follow up and down. The school tried to hush it, but by that evening, every girl in the hostel knew what happened. That night, Bukola stood in the hostel bathroom, heart pounding. She held the pregnancy test strip in one hand, her phone flashlight in the other. 2 lines, clear, red, bold. She didn't scream, she didn't cry, she just stared. Her bunkmates noticed she didn't talk for days, not even during dinner when they served her favorite, beans and plantain. It was Sade who finally pulled her aside. Buki, talk to me. Bukala just stared at her. I am pregnant. Sade gasped. For real? Bukola nodded. Jesus, who is the guy? She said nothing. Does he know? Bukala looked up. He doesn't even have a phone. Just one campus boy I met at the Neon nightclub. I don't even know his full name. There was silence. Sade swallowed her. What are you going to do? I don't know. Sade held her hand. For once, all the glam and makeup felt useless. I'm sorry they didn't say anything else that night. One by one, the consequences rolled in like slow thunder. Amaka was sent to live with her auntie in Ibadan. The auntie didn't allow phone calls, and word got out that she enrolled her as an apprentice in a hairdressing salon. Ngozi was taken to her father's village. She was to repeat SS3 there without boarding privileges. Sade's mom allowed her to stay in town, but she removed her from Unity Girls and registered her in tutorial center with a curfew and no wig allowances. Bukala's parents never came. Her mom had traveled for work, and her dad lived in Onitsha, so it was the matron that took her to a small clinic in town. She didn't go through with the abortion. They all thought she would, but she didn't. She kept the baby. By the time graduation day came, Bukola was no longer in school. She had moved in with her aunt in Nsukka. Her belly had started to show. Some of her classmates sent her messages. Some didn't, but she never returned to the hostel. The last time anyone saw her was at the bus park wearing a long gown and a scarf, holding a bag of baby things. 2 years later, Unity Girls Secondary School now had a fence alarm. They fixed the hole and installed CCTV. There was a new matron, stricter rules. But the stories lingered. Sometimes new girls will whisper about room 8, how he used to be the baddest room in the hostel. Amaka now runs a small saloon in Ibadan. Ngozi passed her WAEC the second time and is studying banking in Polytechnic. Sade became a makeup artist on Instagram, working with Lagos influencers. Bukola gave birth to a baby girl. She named her Adoma. She later passed her WAEC as a private candidate and is applying to study nursing. She doesn't post most of the time on social media. She just writes sometimes in her journal. One of her entries read, "Nobody ever plans to scatter their future. But the moment we started jumping that fence, we weren't just leaving school. We were leaving our homes and our dreams." The moral of this story isn't to judge anyone, but every girl who parties will fail. Not every girl who studies will succeed easily, but every boy and girl must remember this. The choices you make now will sit with you for long. Hey besties! We have come to the end of this very interesting story. Let me know your thoughts about this story in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you will never miss on whenever I post. And share this to everyone who you think needs to watch it. Till I come your way next time. Bye.